And action. What's up, you guys? How y'all doing, my QTs and my GQs? As you guys can see from the title, this is a story time, and you see what it's about in the title. Okay, so let me take a sip whew, of this Moscato. It's really good, and I like mine on the rocks. Y'all see, I got my little background back here. Yeah, it's a little wrinkle. I just took it out of the pack, but I thought it went good with this you know, with the drinking of the wine and stuff like that. Anyway, you guys, this story time I've been hesitant on doing because it gives me the fucking creeps. It really does. But I'm gonna go ahead and just get the story out of the way and move on to the next. Now, this also might be what you call it, a mukbang. I see people do that, but I'm really doing it because my ass is hungry. This is a little piece of lasagna. I cooked lasagna yesterday, so I'm hungry. So I wanted to grab a piece. I was going to eat it first before I do this video, but since people like to see people eat, I thought I'd let you guys see me. I bought a couple of pieces first, and then talk about it. Now, my top, I will say my top, I put some basil and stuff on top, sprinkled on top once I did it, and it made it come out a little hard. So I'm just taking the top part out, but the flavor and stuff is really, really, really good. Anywho, damn, I might make this whole video on mukbang. This shit good. I think it was Army Barbie. She did a mukbang talking video, and then I seen another Chinese lady do it. So that's what made me like start looking at those type of videos. But anywho, all right, y'all want some? Let me stop being rude. My mama didn't teach me rude. Yeah. Anywho, let me stop. This was back in July 1991. And I remember July 1991 because, okay, this was back in Louisiana. We lived in a 4-bedroom house with a living room, dining room, kitchen, and den on one side. The other side was my mom's room, my room, the bathroom, the nursery. It wasn't a nursery at first, but it's a nursery after I had my baby. Her nursery, meaning all her stuff was in there, but she didn't sleep in there. She slept with me. Then my brother's room in the back. Then a laundry room, the very back. And on the side, like by my brother's room, was the back door. So it was a pretty big house with a gigantic yard. We used to give all my daughter's parties and different parties and stuff in that yard. Okay, so my daughter's room, and see, this is a bit of creep. Every time I think about it. My daughter's nursery had her baby bed in there, a shelf, a lot of her clothes, toys, and swing set, stroller. Mostly all her stuff, but she would, like I said, she would sleep with me. It wasn't the type of nursery where I don't play that. I know a lot of white people and some black, their kids be in another room while they sleeping and all their babies, with monitors. Not me. And there was this sofa in there. It was like a little fold sofa, and I used it for sitting on there when I'm just in there with her or whatever, sometime in the daytime playing. All right. So it's someday in July 1991. I was so excited because she was about to be 1, August 3rd, and was doing a birthday party. So I'm sitting all on the, now this is giving the crease, making me looking down and stuff. I'm sitting all on the floor by the little sofa, filling out invitations and looking at all her her decorations that I got from Party City, and I'm drinking wine, and I got some root beer. So I'm looking at all of that. So she was in her baby bed. So this is me. This is the sofa behind me. She's in her baby bed over here so I can see her. So she's playing and I'm doing that on the floor. And I think somebody knocked on the door or something. I don't know. Something distracted me or whatever. But I stood up. And when I stood up, I said, let me change this sofa around and get it out the corner or whatever. I don't know what made me move that sofa or why I moved the sofa, y'all. And like I said, it gives me the creeps, but I'm glad I did. When I moved the sofa, what the fuck did I see? It was a medium-sized snake. Yes, a snake, you guys. Shriveling his ass around. Because I guess when I moved him, I don't know if he was the inside of the fold of the sofa or in the back. But he started shriveling in the middle of the floor. Now, mind you, my baby is way in a corner in her bed. I froze. I froze. I was scared. I stood in the door and I screamed. Okay, good thing my brother was home. He was in the bathroom taking a bath. I screamed. He running out. He grabbed my baby out the bed and gave him to me, and he killed the snake. But then he started fussing at me, saying that, like, I should have protected my baby. Like, pretty much I should have grabbed the baby. But I felt like she was safe over there because the snake was damn near by the door by me. And I felt like if she was on the floor, I would have. But I felt like she was safe over there. But he was saying I should have grabbed it. So not only am I scared, now I'm feeling like I'm a bad mom because I didn't grab my baby. But if my baby was on the floor with me, I would have definitely grabbed her. Thinking back, I should have just pushed the sofa on the snake, grabbed my baby, and ran out of there. But I froze. And I was only 19, 20 years old, whatever. But like I said, if my baby was on the fucking floor, yes, I would have picked my baby up. But I felt she was safe in the bed way over there because it was toward the door. And it was a pretty big room. That's why we made it her nursery. And so he killed the snake. And I just tried to figure out how the fuck did that snake get in the house, let alone my baby's room. Now, as far as the baby's room, my grandmother and them always say, now I don't know if this is a southern myth or what, that snakes can smell baby's milk. And she had all her cans of milk there, but they wasn't open. They was closed cans of milk. Her bottles and shit was in, of course, the refrigerator. So I don't understand that one. But they said they could smell the milk. The only way I think that snake either got in there is one of two ways. We had a picnic or something, and that same sofa, we had it outside on our back porch for a little while, just to sit on it, and then we brought it back in. Now, he might have got in there then. We might have carried a fucking snake up in there. But I highly doubt it because it didn't stay out there long. But we didn't know, and like I said, she didn't sleep in the room, so it wasn't a big thing like to have it outside and then bring it in. And outside on concrete, clean, it wasn't in the yard part. We had a concrete back porch. So either he got in through there, or you guys, and listen closely to some of you guys, or he got in through that damn laundry thing we had. Because like you have to put the hole in the wall for the dryer vent to go outside so the air can go out. He probably got in through there. Or somebody had that damn back door open like my brother and he got in through there. I don't know. I really do think, I feel like it came through that hole. Like might have moved that dryer thing over and came through there. And I don't know. So I could not sleep that night. Me and my baby sat up on the sofa in the living room. I was holding her. Every little thing that move or I felt like something move, I'm looking. I looked all on the beds and all kind of places because I could not sleep. So, I called her dad and stuff. He was at work. And finally he came over, but I was like, damn, he not even here to soothe me. Shit. I was just mad at everything, because then I started thinking, what if my baby was on the floor? Now, I was never going to leave her in her room by herself, but what if I was sitting on there. So I was fucking entertaining the motherfucking snake. I'm sitting on there writing invitations and shit. And this motherfucker scriggling probably in the sofa behind me. So I was just start thinking, Lord, my baby could have been bit by a snake. I could have been bit by a snake. Lord. I started thinking about what ifs. And that made me just very fucking emotional. And I was so scared to stay in that house because it was a humongous house. So I'm looking all over. Of course, my brother, you know, kind of looked and all that too, but then he was like, fuck it. He put on his clothes and rolled out, probably going to see his little woman or whatever. But he did kill the shit out of that snake. But I started looking all around in the baby room, but I was nervous and stuff. It was just a time. What a time. And that is my greatest fear, you guys, walking up on a motherfucking snake. This is why I always say I want to move back to Louisiana, but I'm kind of scared because they run rapid out there. But they can run out here too in California. You know, I've been seeing shit on the news where they coming through toilets. That's why I put something on my toilet seat. Right now I have it's a little shelf that I never put up in my bathroom. It's still in the box. I put that shit on top of my toilet seat because it was showing where a snake came through the toilet and lift the fucking ledge of the damn toilet up. Sometimes I do have a stopper for my bathroom tub, but sometimes I put a towel in there, and that's where if I know if it's moved, there's something that came through that bitch. Even though it'll be a tight space in there because they have other little stuff. But it's just fucking scary. Even with my grandbaby stuff right now, like he got a lot of toys over here, I always move that shit back and look behind shit, look under beds, look under sofas and all that stuff. I hate to be paranoid, but shit, the shit is real, especially if you've seen it on the news. Some lady came home from somewhere and the snake was in her fucking hallway crawling down. I saw somebody put on Facebook, one of my homegirls yesterday, that a driver got in his car and the snake fell out of the sun visor fucking thing. That y'all wouldn't have been seeing Iammsqtstyle no more. They would have been y'all would have been doing rest in peace videos for me if that ever fucking happened. Now when I get in my cars, now I'm gonna be digging around in the fucking sun visor to see if something up there. Then there's another one I seen where they opened the trunk and the snake was like in a little side latches of the SUV. I'll be looking in there. The other day I looked and shit. Looked around Jean-Pierre car seat, look on it. It's just, that's my greatest motherfucking fear. I fear snakes more than I fear fucking humans. The human with a fucking gun pointed at me. I feared them motherfuckers. And I don't know if it's because of that incident or just the shit I see on Facebook. Sometimes I'm sorry I open up stuff on Facebook because I don't like seeing it. But yeah, y'all, a snake was in my baby room. I don't know how that fucking snake got up in there, but like I said, I do believe it came through there. So be careful, and this is something, be careful with those damn dryers with that hole in the back leading to outside. Because just imagine, what the fucking lead inside? You know, a lizard, a snake, all that. You know, it could be hooked up in your laundry, in your fucking laundry basket. It'd be sitting in there and you didn't pull it because it done came through the wall and shit. That's how I really do think he got in there. Because like I said, if he crawled in there when we put that sofa out there, I don't know. Because that sofa, it was like a fold out. And I know we probably folded out a little bit when we came back inside and stuff. But that is my story time. That's my greatest fear. Y'all want to know what scared Iammsqtstyle? That definitely scared me. I think I would catch a fucking heart attack if I had to walk up on one right now. Also, be careful when you're using other people's bathroom and public bathrooms too. Look down and shit. I seen one where they said, but I don't know how true this is. Man was peeing and the snake jumped up and bit his penis and shit. So you think shit like that don't happen? Oh, that don't happen in a million years, but shit happens. Okay? So look down in your fucking toilet before you sit down. Don't just be squatting. Don't squat, bitch. Look. But anyway, y'all, that's my story time. If you have a similar story, I really don't want to hear it because it's going to scare me. But if you got a similar story, go ahead and write it down in the, the comment section. Thumbs up this video if you want to hear more story times. I have a lot more. Like I say, I be thinking they boring, but me watching some of you story times, I'm like, well, okay, well, I can still tell a lot of mine. Like I said, a lot of mine is dealing with like getting into arguments or about to fight people or some shit like that. I'm about to do another one. It's my stories time. I'm the third party in this, but I'm gonna tell you guys what happened. So stay tuned for that video. Like I said, give me a thumbs up, share this video if you want to hear more of my story times. And remember, you guys, even though this is not a fashion video, to stay styled and highly fashioned. And it's a wrap. Looking down around me to see if a fucking snake down there or a lizard too. Ooh, Lord. Alligators, all that. Ooh, I'm scared of all that. But snakes, oh yeah. No, ma'am. Nearly fucking ma'am.